Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then. Well, five at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just three in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Now it's Osimhen. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. Pinches it off him. Now this could be a chance. Wriggles his way through. Dybala. And it's Mendes. You get a throw in. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he welcomes it in. Lovely bit of skill. Rafinha, towering header. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Dybala, now it's Højlund. Portugal still without a single shot on target. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That has been cut short. Rodgers stood up well to him there. Some good work on the right flank here. Højlund. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Dybala. Now De Bruyne. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Here's a sharp little... Big chance! Goal! Portugal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Mendes receives it in a... And a header! And that's a sharp finish. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Llorente. And they've switched it over to the other side. Dybala. Can he get it through? Ruben Dias.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's picked his way through. He's free. He has got... Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here. Courtois. Oh, he's been caught napping. Thuram. De Bruyne. And it's Hakimi.
There will
Joao
be 1
Palhinha.
minute added time.
Crunching tackle. And they've got rid. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Operation for your safety.
Portugal get the ball rolling for the second period. Now it's Dybala. Now it's Thuram. Dybala. That's a good cross in, and a good clearance out. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rice. De Bruyne. Now Saliba. Hakimi. And it's Dybala.
That was lovely, that.
Now Thuram. Tries to pass it through.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Højlund. And it's Joao Palhinha. Chouameni, South Korea, do have a chance to counter here. Llorente. Mendes has created one goal already. This looks promising. Short changes him with that pass. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a goal kick.
Substitution for South Korea. Number
The two
45,
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same
number
time.
27, Morgan Rogers. Number
Højlund
25,
being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process,
coming
Peter.
on the field. Number 30,
Joao Palhinha.
number 9,
And here's Højlund.
number 32,
Nicely weighted ball. Well read.
Number
The danger is
12,
averted.
Alexander Arnold.
Joao
Substitutions
Palhinha.
taking place.
Yildiz. Now that looks a decent ball. Pacho deals with that comfortably. Bruno Fernandes. brilliantly cut out. Pacho going vertical. Chouameni. And it's Alexander-Arnold. For Rice. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, well played.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Chouameni. And here's Thuram. He has a look up. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ferran Torres. And he's intervened well there. Ferran Torres. Oh, he's bustling through here. Looking for options for movement. Chance for a shot! Goal! Portugal! And they've got their lead back. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution for South Korea. Number 41.
So we have movement on
Rice.
both benches.
Number 19.
Portugal leading now.
Rafinha.
You have to
Coming on
credit
the
the
field,
desire we've just seen here,
number
Peter.
7,
The desire to stick to your
Fernandez.
task and keep on
Number
chipping away.
29,
Some might have backed
Kai
off, but
Havertz.
not this lot. This is
Substitution.
very impressive.
Havertz. Oh, that... And the shot! And again, he is at his elastic best. All hands on deck for this one. Oh, good climb! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
DiMarco wins the duel this time. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And that has left him in a heap.
South Korea really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now, can they get him away? Alexander-Arnold. And we're done. Portugal can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Portugal clearly came into this match with a good game plan, one designed to capitalise on an obvious weakness. They'd identified that and never really let go.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. South Korea have clearly decided to play here with a 5-3-2 formation, Jim.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb...
Oh, what has happened here? Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Bruno Fernandes is the modern-day Portuguese maestro, and I really like him for his character as well, something that's not picked up on very much. I see him as a player who always goes about his business with conviction and authority, and a proper leader.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Nuno Mendes. Hakimi cuts out the pass.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
He can run onto that. Oh, important interception.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
De Bruyne. Not the most accurate pass. In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's a sharp little ball here. Back when it goes. Hits a shot!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
They've played it short. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Dybala goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Ambitious ball here. And the through ball. He's found the way through. Ah, such a clever touch. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Saliba calmly anticipates. De Bruyne. De Bruyne making good progress. And João Palhinha. Rodgers. Played into space. Chance for a shot! Goal! Republic of Korea! And South Korea lead. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
South Korea have taken the lead. Decent chance! And that's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And it's Dembele. João Palhinha. Thuram. Bruno Fernandes simply refused to be outdone there. Nuno Mendes. He is just caressing the ball. Dybala. And he's intervened well there. Nuno Mendes. And it's Mendes. Osimhen running with intent. De Bruyne, who's set up one goal so far. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's picked his way through. De Bruyne! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And this could be the final action of the first half. He leaps for it!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well seen. And it's half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Portugal are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Portugal clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And it's De Bruyne. Thinks about the shot. Showing good feet. Great ball, and he's on the finish! Nicely aimed pass. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Thuram cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. Rodgers! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Rice. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Osimhen. Bruno Fernandes. Chance! Goal! Republic of Korea! Into the lead once more. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
South Korea with the lead.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Thuram. Back towards the middle. Now it's Dembele. Llorente clears. Højlund being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Portugal have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Substitution for South Korea. Number 45, Osman. Number 27,
Bomo,
Morgan Rogers. Number
aimed at the far
25,
side. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Number 6,
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Number 32, Camargo. Number 12,
João Palhinha has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
And he skips past it, shot at goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And here's Thuram. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Thuram. Oh, it's a great ball here. Can he finish? Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Rice. Ferran Torres. Havertz tries to play it through. Guirassy. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Rice. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
That's good play from him. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Great vision. Now it's Guirassy. Now it's Højlund. And that pass just didn't quite work. Portugal could be just about done here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
João Palhinha looking understandably energised after his goal. And Bomo. Out towards the flank. João Palhinha. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Nicely worked. This looks promising. He's shifting through the gears here. And a chance! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
South Korea are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
South Korea have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experience.
And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ruben Dias. They really do have to make something of this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking for options for movement. That's that, the end. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We're up and running then. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
Saliba kept his... Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, great chance! And he is down. Rogers! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Republic of Korea! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Dembele. Thuram! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Muscular approach does pay off here. De Bruyne. And here's Højlund. Looking for options for movement. First quarter of an hour gone.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Llorente. Nuno Mendes.
South Korea definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Llorente engages and forces him off the ball. Nuno Mendes. Hakimi. And it's De Bruyne. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Can he get it through? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram bops him off it and wins back the ball. Bruno Fernandes is the guilty party there. Hakimi pings it across. Tacho with the clearance. Rice, searching pass he's played there. Dink through. He has found the... Osimhen! Denied by an instinctive save.
Osimhen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Shoots! 15 minutes till half-time. De Bruyne. Great vision. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's... And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Thuram. Saliba. Now De Bruyne. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Højlund.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Thuram. João Palhinha. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's picked out the run. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Now, can he find a finish? Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Portugal come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to...
Rice! Has another go! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. South Korea are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Højlund. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Portugal have a free kick. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
They've played it short. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's well done, really robust. South Korea are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. That's an excellent interception.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Højlund receives it in a wide position. Passing nice and Dybala! And that's another fine save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Portugal have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Rice. Tchouaméni. Højlund is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Rodgers. Oh no, this does not look good.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, played right into his path. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Rice. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Substitution for South Korea, number 27, Morgan Rogers. Number 45, Osman. Number 25.
And that's definitely not his best. Not the most accurate
Number
pass.
6, Marcos
Pinches
Llorente.
it off him.
Number 4, Bruno
Portugal
Fernandes.
still have the cards to
Coming
affect
on the
this game.
field, number 9, Chao.
Alexander
Number
Arnold.
11,
And that could set him on his way.
Number
Oh, that's a
32,
foul, and the whistle's gone.
Number 12, Alexander Arnold.
He
Number
knew what was
29,
coming. That's a yellow
Kai
card.
Havertz.
Well, he stayed
Substitutions
down
taking
and is
place.
in very obvious discomfort here. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. He's gone for goal. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Ferran Torres. Bruno Fernandes. And it's been played through. He's picked his way through. Skims one in.
Portugal really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
And here's Ferran Torres. Probing pass. Good ball over the top. Hakimi. And he's managed to get free. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Substitution for South Korea.
It's their
Number
second
8,
corner of the game.
Chouameni. Coming on to replace him is number 5. Substitution in progress.
He's cut it out. And now a sudden chance to counter. Hakimi. And it's Rice. Real chance! And that's a real chance missed.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down as opposed to two.
So, third corner of the game. Rice can get it clear. South Korea have the chance to go the other way. Can he get on the end of this? Not a hint of offside here. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Yildiz. Yildiz. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tacho gets it clear. And it's Rice. Guirassy. And Alexander-Arnold tries to play it through. Portugal can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Good stop. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
South Korea have their third corner. Rice goes short.
4 added minutes has
Quick
been
look,
indicated.
then plays it in. Oh, important interception. Caresses it through. And the shot! And again! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
A case now of complete control. That's that, the end. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Dybala, De Bruyne, lovely, now then. Shot, surely! Goal, Portugal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And here's Bruno Fernandes. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. Now they can clear their lines. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Forced to go back. And here's the chance to counter. Spread to the right. He's picked his way through. And Dybala! Oh, good-looking ball. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Threads one in. Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Dybala. And that is a little undercooked. João Palhinha. Good running, strong and purposeful. Ruben Dias. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's De Bruyne. Well, that is one way to stop him. The referee's awarded a free kick. And here's Thuram. Osimhen. Tchouaméni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party. Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Corner number 2 then. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Stood up well to him there. Knocks it out wide. Now the cross. And that's the keeper's ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Thuram. Turns back here, probably the best option. Dybala. Ruben Dias receives it in a good position here. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! And there's a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Dybala providing an outlet on that flank. Højlund. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Portugal find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see it.
He's having a shot! Hakimi has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Højlund, distributed tidily. Half-time getting close now. Portugal have scored 2 quick goals here. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Osimhen. He's in plenty of space here. Dembele.
Two
De
added
Bruyne
minutes
has
been
created
indicated.
1 goal already. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
De Bruyne. Dybala. Højlund shapes to shoot! and no mistake. And he is just ripping it up. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. They do appear, Jim Beglin, to be going with a 5-3-2 formation.
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accommodate that, and I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response, and it's not going to be all defence. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Strong running down that left flank. Now, what about a counter-attack? Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I think a lot's going to be expected of this guy, Rasmus Højlund. I think he's...
Rodgers! Goal! Republic of Korea! And South Korea lead! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Out towards the flank. Rice. Llorente. That pass has been well intercepted. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
João Palhinha. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Palhinha has got himself a free kick. Hakimi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodgers proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Can he get on the end of this? Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Thuram. And here's Højlund. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, good-looking ball. Now he's off and running. Thuram. Not the most convincing of passes. Now Saliba. And it's Hakimi. And it's Dybala. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Højlund. And he's quick to get rid. Well, they've got it again. João Palhinha.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
De Bruyne. Passes short and sharp. Højlund ploughing through the middle. Bruno Fernandes. Palhinha wins the duel this time. De Bruyne. Some intricate passing, looking to progress. And the shot! And that's a good finish. Portugal are level.
Dembele really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And here's Højlund. He's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And here's Højlund. Now, and Dybala! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. South Korea are looking to go forward now. Rodgers, and he is that chance! Goal! Republic of Korea! And again they hit the front.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
South Korea with the lead. Thuram. Bruno Fernandes. Tries to pass it through. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Good running, strong and purposeful. Nuno Mendes. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Højlund. And it's Thuram. Thuram! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Portugal are still behind by one, despite having a golden opportunity to equalise. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter.
Chance for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Højlund is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. And the keeper beats it away. And here's Dybala. That is lovely. Delivered low.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Dybala. Tries a shot! And one more try! And there's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Quite a game this, all square again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal...
There's the shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Courtois clears.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Rodgers. Bruno Fernandes. Real chance! Dembele. Højlund being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
South Korea can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked again.
Goes for a shot! Goal! Portugal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution for South Korea, number 27.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 45.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's had it taken off him. Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Passing is crisp and sharp. Threads one in. Big chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet. Not this time.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Rice with the short one. Now it's Rice. This looks promising.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Mbappe. Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should they need a Rice.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
João Palhinha, and it's Eze. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And the shot! That was mighty close. This is a promising build-up. Rice into the channel, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's neat.
South Korea really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Alexander-Arnold receives it in a wide position. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Guirassy. And a chance! Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Havertz. That has been slung wide. That'll be a throw-in. Saliba deals with that comfortably. Rice. That has not gone well. And the finish! And it's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense a change in the whole atmosphere here. It's going to be pretty manic from now to the final whistle. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
4 added minutes have been indicated.
Oh, they could be caught out here. DiMarco has the space to scheme. Keeper has taken decisive action. Rice takes a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, they've done the hard part, and that will be it. Portugal played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
Please join me.
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually